Good evening, you're watching Independent News. I'm Adam Dawla. Before we go into the details of each story tonight, let me give you a couple of the headlines. 5 people have been indicted in the murder case of Saudi Embassy official Khalaf al-Ali. The trial proceedings begin tomorrow. The Anti-Corruption Commission have filed 2 cases against former Ambassador Majida Rafiqunnessa for fund embezzlement and for abuse of power. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina inaugurates digital number plates for vehicles. She also urges all to abide by traffic rules. A Dhaka tribunal has indicted 5 people in the murder case of Saudi Embassy official Khalaf al-Ali. Judge Mutahar Hussain of the Dhaka Speedy Trial Tribunal 4 also fixed the 1st of November for starting the trial proceedings of the case. One of the charge sheeted is on the run. The remaining 4 claimed before the tribunal to be innocent. Meanwhile, the Defence Counsel alleged that the detective police recorded the confessional statements by torturing the accused while they were in custody. On the 5th of March this year, Saudi Embassy official Khalaf was killed in the Gulshan diplomatic zone in the capital.
DB police tortured the accused. They even broke a finger of one of the accused. Later, they forced another of the accused to make a confessional statement, which they recorded. Then they forced the accused to sign the statement.
We have confessional statements. Police also produced the arms and the bullets they used during the incident. A chemical statement also shows that the accused fired bullets from the very pistol the police have seized.
The Anti-Corruption Commission, or ACC, has filed 2 cases against former Bangladesh ambassador to the Philippines, Majida Rafiqunnessa. She's been accused of embezzling funds and of abusing power. ACC Assistant Director Mahbubul Alam filed the cases with the Shahbag police station today. The case story says that Majida embezzled public money through the issuance of fake bills and that she illegitimately appointed her family members on ad hoc basis through corruption. After receiving several complaints, the ACC started an investigation against the former ambassador on the 29th of April and found evidence of her corruption. Meanwhile, the Anti-Corruption Commission has rescheduled the interrogation of the Prime Minister's Economic Affairs Advisor, Mashur Rahman, over the Podda Bridge graft allegations. The anti-graft watchdog will quiz Mashur on the 4th of November instead of the 6th of November. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged all to abide by traffic rules. She made the call at a program in Dhaka today. The program was organized to introduce a digitized system and digital number plates for vehicles. At the program, the Premier urged all to refrain from taking the law in their own hands after accidents occur. She also called for an end to the tendency of manhandling drivers.
Sheikh Hasina inaugurated today the system of retro-reflective number plates, radio frequency identification or RFID tags and digital registration certificates for the transport sector. With the introduction of the new number plates, it will not be possible to transfer the digital number plate of one vehicle to another. RFID devices will be used to assess the status of fitness and route permits of vehicles. Authorities believe that the newly introduced system will also reduce car theft and help identify faulty vehicles. The Premier said that the digital system will benefit all, including vehicle owners, drivers and law enforcers.
I hope that the initiative will increase the service standards in the transport sector. The capacity and efficiency of BRTA will also be enhanced. Its transparency and accountability will also be ensured and hassles of vehicle owners and passengers will reduce. It will be possible to know the number of vehicles belonging to any individual through the biometric system.
The Premier also called upon all, including drivers, to follow traffic rules. She also stressed on making people aware of the new system.
Sometimes we see that pedestrians cross streets despite seeing that vehicles are approaching at high speed. We forget that we become vulnerable to accidents by doing so. We also have to stop the tendency of beating drivers and torching vehicles immediately after accident.
The Communications Ministry said that a vehicle owner will have to spend between 1600 and 3600 taka for a digital plate depending on the type of the vehicle.
In other news, the main opposition BNP has severely criticised the comments Foreign Minister Deepa Moni and Environment and Forests Minister Hassan Mahmood made over Khaleda Zia's India tour. BNP Joint Secretary-General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi expressed the party's grievances at a media briefing at the party's central office in Noyapolton today. Rizvi said that Khaleda's India tour has angered the Prime Minister, and that's why the Awami League is issuing uncontrolled statements over the matter. He claimed that the tour was a success, and that's why the government is making such irresponsible statements. He added that such comments are unprecedented and devoid of diplomatic courtesy. He also alleged that such comments are aimed at covering up the government's failures and the opposition's successes. State Counsel Anisul Haq today submitted summary statement of the jail killing case to the Attorney General's office. With the submission of the statement, the case is now ready for hearing. Attorney General Mahbub Alam said that the statement will be submitted to the Appellate Division within a day or two. He added that an appeal will also be made to start the hearing as soon as possible. State Counsel Anisul Haq said that the High Court earlier delivered what he calls a distorted verdict on the jail killing case. He added that they have filed an appeal against the High Court verdict. The Rapid Action Battalion, or RAB, talked today with Meg, the son of slain journalist couple Shagur Sarwar and Mehrun Runi. RAB did this as part of the investigation into the murder. Meg went to the RAB headquarters with his maternal uncle Nosher around 1:30 p.m. They were taken to a room for talks. Later, Commander M. Sohail, the director of the RAB media wing, said that Meg is an important witness of this case. He added that Meg was brought to the RAB headquarters for investigation only. However, Sohail did not comment on Meg's testimony given to the investigation officer.
It was necessary to talk with Meg for the sake of investigation. We questioned Meg in accordance with the advice of psychologists. As the investigation is still on, we cannot disclose right now the information we have received from Meg.
Apparently nobody knows the whereabouts of 5 youths of Amin Bazar in Sarwar who went missing between the 5th and the 23rd of this month. Family members point fingers at law enforcers for the incidents. Meanwhile, a situation close to panic prevails in the area due to the disappearance of the 5 people. Here's a report.
On the 23rd of October, sand trader Mohammad Selim of Borodeshi village went out for Eid shopping in Dhaka. His friend Monir Hossain was accompanying him, but neither of them has returned home yet. Saiful Islam of Begunbari village went missing the same day.
We have been trying to call him, but he does not receive the calls.
On the 10th of October, another youth, Abdul Sattar of Borodeshi village, went missing while he was taking his son to school.
2 men came out of a microbus and took away my father. They asked me to go to my grandfather's house. They said that they were taking my father to a shop.
On the 5th of October, Saiful Islam of the same village left his house and has not returned yet. Family members of the missing people have filed general diaries with the Darussalam police station. The officer in charge of the station declined to make any comment in front of the camera. However, he said that the mobile numbers of the missing persons have been given to the detective branch for checking the call lists. Earlier, on the 17th of July last year, 6 college students were beaten to death in Borodeshi village on suspicion of being robbers. A villager named Abdul Malik also filed a robbery case against the victims. Later, he himself was held on charge of murder. In his statement to the court, Malik mentioned the name of 4 of the 5 people who disappeared this month.
1 year after the killing of Narshingdi Mayor Luqman Hussain, his family still awaits the trial of the real killers, as they put it. They said that they are not happy with the way the case proceedings are taking place. Meanwhile, the people of Narshingdi still commemorate their leader with a heavy heart.
Two times mayor of Narshingdi municipality and local Awami League leader Luqman Hussain was killed on the 1st of November last year. People of Narshingdi still praises him for the development work he had done for the municipality.
Ever since the birth of Narshingdi municipality, no mayor was as popular as Luqman.
After an investigation of long 8 months, police submitted the charge sheet excluding names of 11 out of 14 accused. Luqman's family rejected the charge sheet.
I have submitted a no-consent petition against the charge sheet. The charge sheet left the name of Moba, who is the main accused and coordinated this killing. Why was the charge sheet submitted without his name?
Meanwhile, supporters of Luqman and his family have announced 3-day programs from tomorrow demanding arrest of real killers. However, no program has been announced from Awami League.
We'll take a short break now, but please don't go away. There's more coming up. Let me give you a hint on a couple of the items after the break. The National Board of Revenues has again extended the income tax return submission date. The new deadline is the 15th of November. SCFF Gold-winning shooter Firoz Hussain and 2 others have been killed in a road accident. His wife Lovely, who is also a SAF Gold winner, has been injured in the accident. Welcome back. You're watching Independent News. The National Board of Revenues, or NBR, has again extended the deadline for submitting the income tax returns for individual taxpayers. This time, the NBR extended the deadline for 15 days. The last day for submitting tax returns is now the 15th of November. The newly appointed NBR chairman, Ghulam Hussain, said that the extension comes after several requests by the business community. He added that the deadline will not be extended anymore.
Many from the business community, some associations of the business community, the Bar Association and some individual taxpayers have requested us to reconsider the matter and extend the deadline.
Bar Association সবাই আমাদেরকে অনুরোধ করেছেন যে বিষয়টা পুনর্বিবেচনা করার জন্য.
For further news, I'll hand over to my colleague Adnan Hussain. Adnan, apparently you're going to start off with bad news today. Very unfortunate.
Absolutely. Very precious.
When are these road accidents going to stop? Serious accidents in the country?
I just don't know.
Yeah, we are talking
Let's hope for the best. SAF Gold-winning shooter Firoz Hussain, his daughter and 1 other were killed in a road accident in Nator today. Firoz's wife, Lovely Chaudhry Akhi, who is also a SAF Gold winner and a coach of the National Shooting Federation, was also injured in the accident. Witnesses said that the accident took place when a truck hit the private car carrying Firoz and his family from behind. Firoz's 2.5-year-old daughter, Pushpita, and maidservant died on the spot. The wife of Firoz was taken to a local hospital in a critical condition. Firoz won gold in a group event, air rifle, in the 1995 Madras SAF Games. Akhi won SAF gold in the rifle-thrown team event in 1999. The Junior School Certificate or JSC and the Junior Dakhil Certificate or JDC examinations for the students of Class 8 will begin on the 4th of November. More than 1.9 million students will participate in the examinations. Education Minister Nurul Islam Nahid said that at a media briefing in the capital today. The minister added that 388 examinees will sit for the exams at 7 centres abroad. Nahid also said that the examination will end on the 15th of November and the results will be published in December. There's a huge potential for the country to earn large amounts of foreign currency by exporting leftovers of sacrificed animals. Currently, due to the absence of proper management of the waste from slaughtered animals, only 10% of the leftovers can be exported. More in this report.
Leftovers of sacrificed animals all over the capital are being taken to Hazaribagh area. Here all the leftovers will be categorized and sorted accordingly. Then these will be exported to China, Japan, Thailand and Myanmar. These leftovers are used as raw materials mostly for medical purposes.
We sell some parts to the Opsonin Pharmaceuticals. Traders from Myanmar come here to buy some other entrails. We sell these to them.
Traders have alleged that there is no proper system for animal waste management. They have sought government assistance in making this trade into an industry.
I request the government to allocate places beside tannery houses so that we can preserve leftover of animals there and turn those into exportable items in a proper environment.
Traders also stressed increasing mass awareness for the flourishing of this trade.
The Dhaka Stock Exchange experienced a fall in the benchmark index for the second consecutive day today. Prices of most shares on the country's premier bourse also declined. The DSE General Index shed 58 points to reach 4,493 at the end of day's trading. Of the 270 issues traded, 162 declined, 93 advanced and 15 remained unchanged. Shares in mutual funds units worth 4.13 billion taka changed hands today. Yesterday, the general index dropped 22 points to finish at 4,552. Superstorm Sandy ravaged cities in the northeast, burned homes and crippled infrastructure. More than 40 people were dead, at least 22 people were killed in the New York City alone. Millions of people remain without power. Businesses and services in the northeastern U.S. are expected to start reopening on Wednesday after 2 days of closure. Some airports, government buildings, schools and New York Stock Exchange are due to return to business. President Barack Obama, who has suspended his election campaign, is due to visit affected areas in New Jersey. The cost of clearing up after the storm has been estimated at $30 to $40 billion. In all, Storm Sandy has claimed over 100 lives after killing nearly 70 people as it hit the Caribbean. "25 people were killed and 30 injured in a fire at a wedding party in eastern Saudi Arabia. Hundreds were inside the courtyard at a home in the village of Ain Badar in the Abqaiq region where the blaze began. A high-voltage power line reportedly fell down and sent sparks flying after it was hit by celebratory gunfire. The power line is also believed to have touched a metal door at the only exit from the courtyard, which led to many of the victims being electrocuted. Most of the victims were women survivors, have been taken to the Aramak and Central Abqaiq hospitals. Civil Defense spokesman Colonel Mohammad Al-Ajimi said that the governor of eastern provinces has ordered for an investigation into the incident. The Indian women's team has beaten Pakistani women in a low-scoring match by 18 runs to carry off the victory in the Asian Cup T20 final in China. The Indians, who chose to bat first, scored just 81 runs before they were all out in the stipulated 20 overs. Poonam Rao top scored for India with 25 runs from 33 balls. Sana Mir of Pakistan grabbed 4 wickets, sparing only 13 runs. In response, Pakistan managed just 63 runs and were bowled out in 19.1 overs. Indian cricketers were fantastic in the field and all the bowlers contributed with wickets. However, Archana Das with 2 for 12 was the best bowler. That's all from me. Anything that you would want to add?
I'd love to, but I'm afraid we don't have any more time. So we're going to have to end this news bulletin for the evening. Thank you for watching us tonight. We'll be back at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I hope you'll be with us then. Thank you from both of us and good night.
Good night.